Anyone out there remember 3-inch CDRs? Yeah, 3-inch CDRs. That was actually a thing back in, I guess it was kind of like the early 2000s to maybe like 2008. I remember there was just a lot of projects that were releasing their music on these 3-inch CDRs. And 3-inch CDRs are basically like a normal CDR. They're just, well, they can only hold 21 minutes of music, and they're 3 inches in diameter. I remember like noise bands, experimental electronic, and even some dark ambient projects were all releasing their music. Well, not all of their music, but some were having releases on these CDRs. And there weren't too many that I got over the years, but there was some really good ones. And probably the best one that came out during that time period was Vestigial's Aeon, which was released in 2007 on New Sun Recordings. This is another album I'm fairly certain I got as a promo for my zine, Lyrypnosis. I guess New Sun Recordings, whomever that is, sent me it for a review, and I remember just absolutely loving this record at the time of its release. I remember at the time, this was like, in my mind, this was like something really fucking revolutionary. I mean, this was like the closest like competitor to like Atrium Carcerate and stuff like that at the time, because Vestigial was an Italian project that just combined just really nightmarish soundscapes with like a tree to machinery sounds and just all kinds of crazy industrial vibes and droning atmospheres and these sort of distorted, grumbly vocals. It really had a bit of a cinematic sound to it, even kind of before that whole cinematic dark ambient genre was kind of defined. Really, it was. I think it's really a pretty important release in the development of cinematic dark ambient, to be honest with you. And I don't know that these songs necessarily tell a tale, but it's just got those vibes. It's very engaging, and if you really give it a chance to listen to it, it really takes you to this fucking really dark place and just really just forbidden, evil sounding shit here. I mean, I love this stuff. So Vestigial seemed like at the time like a big time act kind of coming into his own like in his 2007 debut. When I first heard this stuff, I was thinking like, wow, these 4 songs, this is this guy's Holly Stern. This is going to be an amazing project. It's going to go a long time and really be a big artist in the scene one day. Unfortunately, he didn't really release too much after that. He had one full-length album in 2009, I believe, on Cold Meat Industry, and then that was, I think, a few more EPs that were kind of in that time period too, and then he disappeared. Later on, some of those recordings were paired up in a compilation released by Cyclic Law. I think that was in 2013, but by then the project was already done for. But like a lot of projects that are, seemingly active, Vestigial kind of teases about a return here and there, and I mean, I don't know, maybe he performs live, I don't know. I think he's had some songs and compilations recently, so maybe he's back, but, you're not really back until you make a whole new album or EP, in my opinion, so whatever. But yeah, this is great stuff. I mean, this 3-inch CDRs aren't really the most accommodating media because you can only play them on a computer, and they can't be played in a car stereo or a normal stereo due to their size. But, if you have them, you can just, I guess, rip them and, play them on your computer rather than inserting them in there and messing around with all that. 'Cause it's kind of a pain in the ass. Or sometimes when you put them in your hard or your drive, it doesn't even necessarily read them. It just spits it back out. It's kind of annoying. So if you get them there, yeah, just rip them and go from there. It's probably the best way to do it. Anyway, Vestigial was a cool project. I really wish this Italian project had gone on longer. It's I don't know if it's necessarily underappreciated. It's appreciated, but it could have been a lot bigger. And yeah, definitely a great project that had a lot of potential. And this is just great dark stuff that twisted. Just man, it's just awesome. It's really I guess you could say like prototype cinematic dark ambient music. Maybe is the best way to put it. It's just really special. It's a great release and. You can score this, off of sites like Discogs for $5-6. It's worth it, or it's probably on Bandcamp somewhere digitally, so maybe just go that route or look it up on YouTube. Either way, it's a great release. Check it out. It's Vestigial's Aeon. So here's the front cover of Aeon by Vestigial, and pretty cool artwork. I think the creator of Vestigial, he did all the artwork for this release as well, so it's pretty cool stuff. And here's the back cover. And yeah, this was all wrote and recorded, mastered in 2006 and released in 2007. As you can see, this first pressing was also limited and hand numbered. This is number 95 of 99.
So I think there was a few pressings of this one. I think there was at least 2 or 3 pressings. It was a very popular release. And then here's the inside. What does that say? Oh, it's the track listing right there. So, you know, pretty cool stuff. And then the CDR itself is just held within this little attached little thingy here. And then, well, the CDR itself is extremely plain, and then it's got the black backing. So it looks pretty cool, actually. I mean, it, you know, it seemed like kind of around, like, after this release came out, that was kind of when 3-inch CDRs kind of disappeared and went extinct. But I just looked them up on Amazon. Apparently you can still buy them in like bundles of like 50 to 100. So I pretty much have to do a Noctilucant release in this style and bring this stupid format back to life just for the fucks of it. So anyway, those are 3-inch CDRs, and that's Vestigial's Aeon. Well worth checking out. Great little record there.